Hey folks, so this is the third in our series of videos in section 4.1. So if you'll please go all the way down past the extrema, we're going to be looking at end behavior. End behavior is literally what is happening to the graph out on the very ends, out on the right and the left, the positive infinity and the negative infinity. You remember that if you had something like 4x squared minus 2x plus 3, we knew that this quadratic, this parabola, would be concave up. And we knew that because of the positive a that was out in front of that, also known as the leading coefficient. When the leading coefficient was positive, it would be concave up. When the leading coefficient was negative, it would be concave down. We're going to use this exact same concept for even degree polynomials. The quadratic is a degree of 2, but this is also going to work for degree of 4, degree of 6, degree of 8, etc., etc. So what you're going to find is that if my polynomial has an even degree and the leading coefficient is positive, then both ends will be up. You'll notice here that I have these dashes, and this is just to show you that there are going to be hills and ridges and wiggles in the middle. I don't really care about that right now. I really only care about what's happening way out on the ends of my graph. And in this case, the ends of my graph, both sides are going to be up. Secondly, if both ends are down, that means that my leading coefficient is negative. Leading coefficient is negative. If you remember from your parent graphs, we had the parent y is equal to x cubed, where one end was up and one end was down. And this looks a little bit similar to the next picture that I have. So for all odd degrees, whether it's a cubed or a 5th degree, a 7th degree, etc., etc., if my graph starts down low and ends up high as we move from left to right, then this is going to have a leading coefficient that's positive. It is overall uphill. If my graph is overall downhill, then this one has a leading coefficient that is going to be negative. It starts at the top, it ends at the bottom as I move from left to right.